What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King OC, and I'm back with another video. You dig what I'm saying? Now we're gonna start with a story time about how I almost lost my life last year. But before we get to the story time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and post a notification bell so every time I post. So it all started May 22nd, 2019. And my doctor said I was ready to get reversed. You know, I was low-key scared and I was low-key not scared at the same time. Because I had it for like a year at that time. I had it for like a year. So when I had it that year, it was like, hey, bro, I'm tired of, people, noticing this shit. Now, I'm used to it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with it now. So when it was time for the reversal, you know what I'm saying? Everything was all usual, casual. They do their little stuff, every now and then and stuff like that. So when afterwards I started feeling some like pain, it was terrible. I started feeling like chronic pains real bad. I was shivering, I had the shakes. It was, what else I had? I had to use a little, what's some shit's called? The little blowing tube things. I got them in my room, but yeah, I got the little blowing tube things where you blow in and out and stuff like that. And then I was sweating real bad. People was checking on me and stuff like that. And because it was kind of a blur, because I was out for a whole week with tubes in my mouth and everything like that. So I'm trying to remember. But from the 22nd to like the 25th, that's when shit was like getting real bad. So doctors in the middle of the night said I had to do an x-ray on my chest. They said that I had pneumonia in my left lung. So I was like, okay, now I'm scared. So I called my mama and she was like, dang, for real? She was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, I got pneumonia in my lung. And I talked to my dad too about it. So when I was talking about, trying to stay cool, trying to stay positive. So I remember my mom and my sister came with me to, walk me around the hospital room, like the floor or whatever. I was shaking. I couldn't move. I was like this, like dying. You know what I'm saying? I was dying. So I was like, damn, bro, I don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like bad. So from like the 20, they took me to a CAT scan that x-ray my chest again in the little CAT scan area. So when I went, I was shaking. They said, oh no, you got all this right here. You got stool. I got stool in the middle of my, I'm gonna show you my scar. Right here. That's when I had the stool. I had to get that cut. I had to get all that cut right there. That's my first time showing it. That's why I got cut. I got cut in my stomach, in my abdomen. That's where all the stool was. I could have died if I was like, the doctor said they didn't got it me the next, later on that day, I would have died. So they took me to emergency service. I had to get washed up, brush my teeth, do all that stuff. And then afterwards, I don't remember nothing until, I don't remember nothing from the 25th to the 29th. I don't remember nothing at all. Like, it was a blur. I had to tell my mom had to tell me stuff. I had tubes in my mouth. Had tubes in my mouth for a whole week. I had tubes in my mouth for a whole week. And they was taking it. My mom said they was taking it in, they was taking it out and then putting it back in because I could barely breathe and they said I was in bad shape. So when I was in bad shape, you know what I'm saying, I was out. I don't know if I was in a coma or I was in the I was in the yeah, you could say I was in a coma because I couldn't remember nothing at all. So when finally woke up, I was in a different hospital. I was in a different one. I was in the one downtown. So when I got out the tubes out my mouth, I was I woke up with a wound vac in my stomach. I woke up with a wound vac and another colostomy bag. So this is my old stoma site right here. That's my old stoma site. And this one is my new one. So I had two. I had my old stoma site is underneath it. So when I woke up, I had a wound vac. The wound vac was probably like this big machine, probably like this big, and had all these cords, and it's just sucking up the blood from your stomach, your organs or whatever. The wound. So I woke up, I got tubes in my mouth. I'm sitting up like this, like a baby. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, I'm like, okay, damn. I see like a Mexican man and a white woman beside me. So I'm like this, I can't breathe. I'm like, I can't talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? And the man said that, sorry, I can't help you. Even though I'm clearly wide awake, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like this. Like doing all that. Couldn't talk. So I asked the white lady to give me I did this. Give me a pen and a pencil. So when she gave me it, I told her to please call my mama, please, at 803, such and such and such. So she did it. And then that's when my mama called, and that's when they finally took the tubes out my mouth. I couldn't, and then when they took it out, it felt like a whole, it's like when somebody drowns. I don't know what it feels like to be drowned, but I guess when you have a lot of water in your lungs and you feel that, all that, that's how it felt like. So anyway, my mom came as soon as possible. She came quick. Because I was out for a whole week, and I was in the ICU for like a week and a half. I was in ICU for a week and a half. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what room I was in. I was just in a room with a sink. I don't think it had no bathroom in there. I think it did. It just had a sink, a TV. It was more like a cure, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could make sure they keep an eye on you type shit. So I've been in the hospital from the 22nd all the way to the 12th of June. That's when I got out the 12th of June. I was supposed to leave that 13th, but it was a whole lot of craziness. So it was tough. It was tough. I had to battle it out. I couldn't eat food. I had to be on a clear diet. I had to be on a clear diet and a liquid diet. I only eat Jello, Ensures. I couldn't drink milk. I had to eat broth. I had to eat soup. I had to eat like shit like that. I had to eat stuff like that. So when I couldn't eat nothing at all. And to be honest, I didn't really eat nothing until I got discharged. I didn't really eat nothing really. I was really, after they put me like on the solid diet, I started drinking like Ensures every day because my stomach couldn't handle all that food no more. So I was basically drinking like Ensure, 3 Ensures every day. I couldn't eat. My mom couldn't. I was too weak to eat. So Ensures kept me, going. And after I got in the room, this story ain't over yet. When I got in the room, I was in the room by like a couple of days. I was supposed to get my wound vac changed. So you're supposed to change your wound vac like every three times out of a week. So when it was the 4th of June. I remember the 4th of June. My dad came over. We had a talk. They put me on. I was on morphine. That's some strong stuff. Morphine is some strong ass stuff. They shot up my neck. That's why I got them scars right there. I had an IV in my neck. I don't know why. I woke up with an IV in my neck. But anyway, when I was I remember I had the pneumonia. I remember I was in the bed the whole time. I didn't do no type of walking until like the ICU. So when I woke up, that's when no when I started getting up. It was one of the we call them people that check your vitals. I forgot, nurse assistants. So I had there was like people kept coming in. Like I had my little brother staying with me for like a night because he had to go to work, and then I had nobody else with me that morning. So there was people coming in talking about I need to walk, I need to do this, I need to do that. Just making me feel like I'm not doing that. I'm just laying on my back all day. Even though I couldn't move at all, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, I couldn't get up. I was stuck to the bed. So when I got up, all the ammonia started coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out. So all of a sudden, my stomach burst, my stomach dehearsed. You know what I'm saying? Like all my organs was out my stomach. Like it's sewed up now, but at first all my organs was out my stomach. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like a death sentence. This is how it all started. I was sitting on a recliner chair, on my phone, minding my business. So I feel something wet on my private area. It was all this blood, and it's like seeking through my gown. So when all this blood seeking through my gown, I look up. It was just blood everywhere. I'm just seeing blood everywhere. So I'm calling the little emergency thing. I said, I need help. I need help. I need help. Nobody ain't came until like 2 minutes later. So I look up my stomach. There was the nurse. My sponges was out like a little bit out my stomach. So at the same time, when they pulling the sponges out, I could feel it. At first I couldn't feel it. It was just itching. Now I'm feeling it. It's hurting. It's painful. It's like my stomach looked like it's like like somebody just voila. You know what I'm saying? It looked bad. That's the traumatized thing in my life that I ever seen in my life. Seeing my whole stomach just like meat, guts. You know what I'm saying? See all that shit. It closed up now. It closed out. It closed in a good month and a half. But still, that shit was scary. I was crying. I was like, why did I put myself through this? I was like, none of this would have happened if I just would have stayed home. You know what I'm saying? I was just blaming myself for everything. I was like, why me? Why did I do this to myself? And then the nurse was like, nah, you didn't do this to yourself. It just, sometimes you go through stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was just crying, and I was just hollering. You know what I'm saying? It was sad. And then they had to send pictures to my doctor, the surgeon, and it was just too much. I had to call my mama and my dad. I had to get another surgery because my stomach dehearsed and I couldn't walk around like that. I couldn't be moving around with an open wound. You know what I'm saying? So the doctor had to get sewed up that later on that day. And I was like, God, please. I'm not ready to leave this earth. I'm not ready. You know what I'm saying? It's not my time. It's not ready. I got so much to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? I was in a little waiting area before you go to the surgery room, and because I lost a lot of blood. I lost a lot of blood. Like that flow was bloody. My whole gown was bloody. Like it was terrible. They did a wet to dry for a little bit, but the gauze ain't gonna stay in your stomach. Stuff like that. But it was terrible. So it was terrible. Like it was terrible. And I woke up with when I had gotten anesthesia and I woke up from the pain, it was the most craziest pain I've had in my life. It was the most craziest pain I ever had in my life. It was terrible. So when it was all over, my mom came, she went to the chapel, she was praying for me. Her co-worker, Miss Andy, came, prayed for me, bought me some flowers. My aunt came. I was on morphine. I couldn't move. I was stiff. It was pain. That was the most. Out of all the surgeries I had, that was about the most pain I ever had in my life. Out of all the surgeries I had, that was the most pain I ever had in my life. I was like, Mom, this hurts so bad because they had to wear a brace and stuff. Had to wear a brace. and stuff like that. But overall, I got through it. Overall, I got through it. 'Cause it was tough. It was a tough situation to go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, it was tough. I mean, it's better now, but it was worse than this. You know what I'm saying? I had blood. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to a wound care doctor. They still kept my navel and stuff like that. But overall, I had to have staples and stuff. It was crazy. But yeah, man. Yeah, I had surgery. I got surgery over here too. Like you could, it's just skin. You know what I'm saying? It's just skin. But overall, you know what I'm saying? I'll live. I'm living through it. But you know, that's life. You know, God wouldn't put you through stuff that you couldn't handle. You know, He put His toughest soldiers through His toughest battles. So you know, I'm a soldier. I'm a tough soldier. So you know what I'm saying? That's the story time. I just wanted to, get a little content out there. I know I ain't been up here for a whole week now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gradually getting my views out. I'm still new to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm still watching YouTubers, really do what they do on this YouTube shit. Be a content creator. So I just want people to tell my stories and, comment down below and tell me y'all stories about y'all experiences with HS and, y'all tragic, moments. I would love to hear them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not alone. There's a lot of people in this world that's, not real bold enough to talk about these situations. But, y'all could talk to me. I'm really open about people's situations because I don't have nobody to talk to about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But God, you know what I'm saying? Because, they could tell you this stuff, but you say they're going to really, they say everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. But, that's life. People aren't supposed to, understand you. So, to all my supporters, like, comment, subscribe. Today's a beautiful day outside, you know what I'm saying? Get some good fresh air. And, just a little quick video I just wanted to do, story time and stuff like that. And, yeah. Make sure y'all, keep God first and, make sure you pray before you get up. Thank God you woke up this morning because tomorrow ain't promising. Live today, pray for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And I'll catch y'all next time. Stay solid. You dig?